Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. How are we doing today? It's Monday, today, the 23rd of the third month, and we are still continuing with our series where we are forward testing NAS 100, US 100, or NASDAQ, whatever you want to call it. So, this week we are going to be, like I said, testing. We're going to be taking live trades and we're going to be documenting everything and putting it in this channel. So yeah, if you are familiar with trading and you sort of maybe trying to see if you can gather some information, maybe you can get some information here. I don't know a lot. I don't know everything. I'm also still a student of the game, but I have been doing this for a long time, even though it's been up and down when it comes to profitability. But like I said, I've been out of the game for about 2 years now due to some personal issues. But I am back. I didn't want to make this video too long, so let's just jump into the charts. Let's jump into the charts. So, like I said, it's a new week, and we're gonna be analyzing our favorite NDC to trade, which is NAS 100. So what do we see here? First of all, what pops up is that the market is trending down, right? We can see these are last week's trade, Friday, and these are two trades that we took on Thursday, but we're not getting into that. So right now, what are we doing? We are being bearish right now. The market is making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, right? So for the week, or for today, at least, we can say we are bearish, right? So let's mark out some areas that we feel like are important and are significant for price to reach or price to react to. The first thing that we're going to mark up is this breakout over here. This is a break of structure right here, and price breaks structure with some nice bearish candles. We see price retesting the structure over there, which is a good thing, and we see this 15-minute candle breaking these lows right here. So which range are we working with, right? We can see that this top here is the previous high, lower high that we had, and then we could possibly be making a lower low here to retrace price back into the range for a continuation down. That's one of the possibilities that we're looking for. Or price could break to the upside, retest the break, and then continue up. We don't know anything as of yet, and yeah, we can only try and interpret what the market is telling us. So yeah, we said this was our possible low over here. Now if we go to our 5-minute time frame, that's where things get a little bit clearer in terms of structure. We can see right here that there is a high that was created. So what is it that we are hoping this market does? Like I said, I would love for this market to come back up, maybe create equal highs over there, and then come back up, create these equal highs, pause a little bit, go up, and then come down. Then I will probably sell it around here. Depending on how the market is looking and how the structure is looking, we are going to be selling. Price could change. Yeah, I didn't want to make this video too long. Now we are going to come back later when the market develops and shows us more. But right now, there's nothing we can work with. We're just gonna have to wait. I will see you guys in a few minutes or hours. We are back with an update. the last time we spoke, price was still approaching these highs. Right now, price is at the highs, these 5-minute highs there. Let's look at the 15-minute chart. So, excuse me, this is what we're thinking. Okay, we just had a close, right? I was just about to say, if this candle closes above here aggressively, then that would mean we are changing character to the upside, because currently price is bearish. Currently price is bearish, right? So these should be equal lower highs. These here, this was the high, this was the lower high, this was the lower high, this was the lower high. These should be equal lows, equal highs to push price to the downside, right? This in theory should be what's going on right now. Or what could also happen is price could break these highs, come back and retest, and then maybe consolidate for a while and then shoot to the upside. That's also possible. But right now we can see that price is at these highs and the 15-minute time frame has not closed yet. My microphone is very far from me, so I'm not sure now if you guys can hear me. But yeah, that's the update. Let's look at the 5-minute time frame quickly. Let's look at the 5-minute time frame quickly. Okay, so what are we looking for in order for us to sell here? It would be great if price would not break here. In the place of that, instead, that's the word that I'm looking for. Instead, if it would go up and then come back down, not close above, come back down, give us a low, go back up, break that low with an aggressive candle, then I would take my sell position. But what would be ideal for me is something like that, but happening like this, right? Price breaking down, going down aggressively, breaking these lows right here, coming back up here to retest those lows, and then give us a nice candle that breaks these lows right here. Then we can sell. But we might start selling when price breaks these lows over here, depending on how the candle looks around this area when that happens. So yeah, stay tuned. Let's see what happens in a few minutes or hours. Right, we are back with an update. So since the last time we spoke, we were approaching this area of resistance over here. We can see that this is the 15-minute lower high. This is the 15-minute lower low. So in theory, we should be making a lower low right there. A lower low right there. So at the moment on the 5-minute chart, we can see price pushing bearish. Price is pushing bearish at the moment, and what we are looking for is a break of structure right here. Break of structure. Hopefully it gives us a nice candle, and then a retracement of that move, and then price possibly coming down to this 15-minute lower low and breaking it, making creating a lower high, a lower low, right? So we're going to come back in a few minutes and see how this trade develops. Well, not in a few minutes, it just depends how this trade develops. Then we'll come back, but I think we're gonna get a break very soon. We're gonna get a break. Right, we are back on the charts. There's been some progress since the last time we spoke. So we had price pushing into this area of resistance right here. We can see that price was struggling to push through all those weak rejections and small candles over there. Then we got that doji candle right there. I have to point it out. Some people don't know what a doji candle is, but this candle right here the candle with the small head and a long wick. When we saw that, we were like, okay, excuse me, price is probably ready to reverse. Went to the 15-minute time frame as well. We saw the same doji there, and we were like, okay, the market is ready to reverse. If you're looking at this market right here and that right here, it's almost the same thing. Very similar structure, very similar setup. So I have entered a trade, but the safest way to enter a trade on this setup would be to wait for this candle to break outside this zone, then wait for a retest of some sort, and then go in when price breaks the lows that are going to be created here, and go for your 1 to 2. So yeah, I will come back later to tell you guys how this worked out, but pretty confident in the in the bearishness of this. Pretty confident. Right. Quick update. We have broken these lows over here, which is a very good sign. That's indicating to us that we are potentially going to the downside. We're going to the downside, either to these lows here or to these lows here. Hopefully we'll break through these lows, creating a lower low, and then but at the moment, let's just look at the 15-minute time frame real quick and see. Yes, we've also had a 15-minute bearish candle there. So these are all good signs for bearish price movement. We'll come back in a few minutes to for an update. Got distracted there for a second. Right, update. So seems like at the moment we are finishing up the retracement. Remember we said wanted price to break, retrace, and then continue down. Obviously we've taken a position here. We are currently in drawdown, but safest place to put our stops would be here. If price excuse me, if price comes to these tops right here and breaks, then our trade is invalidated, and we're going to be looking at the New York session for more opportunities. But at the moment we are still bearish, and we are going to keep it that way until price tells us or shows us otherwise. So far, price seems to be respecting our levels of interest. Excuse me. Just look at the 15-minute. Perfect. See that rejection right there, that wick rejection, that shows that price wants to get up there, but there's still too much sell momentum still sitting there. So that's a good sign. We're gonna be coming back. See, now if I wasn't in this trade already, this would be the perfect time to sell, especially if it closes like this, the way it is, then I can say I'm very confident in this trade. But like I said, the markets do what the markets do. Let's put that on there. What is my... All right, okay, we'll be back in a few minutes to see how this unfolds. That is what I want to see right there. That is what I want to see right there. We should have a big wick rejection right there on the 15-minute time frame. So this is good. There's still possibilities of price still going up. There's definitely possibilities of price still going up, but at the moment we can see that price really is intending on going down. all the right signs are there. So I'll update you guys. We are back for an update. Still bearish. We just had this wick, this impulsive move to the upside that left us with a wick that tells us that that area is a strong area of resistance and it's rejecting. The only concern I've got right now at the moment is the wick rejections being formed with this 15-minute candle right here. So if this candle right now in the next 3 minutes and 26 seconds closes bearish, then that would be a very good sign for me. I would relax more. But at the moment, yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna close bearish, but we'll see. Our bias is still to the downside. We are still in the trade, and yeah, we probably should move stops up there, because in theory, if price is making lower lows and lower highs, it shouldn't break those highs. But we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna manage our trades like that. We're just gonna open a trade and just let it get to TP or stop loss. I'll see you guys in a few minutes again.
A few moments later.
Oh my God. What is that now? He needs some milk. What is that now? Is there news event today, bro? Wow, look at that. Okay, guys, it's obvious what happened now. It's obvious the market just shot up. I do not know where this is coming from. Let me look for my phone and see if we can get some information. I think this is news though. I think this is news. There's no ways. So much momentum. There is no ways. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. We have a lesson here that we are learning. Always check for news events before the trade. Let me just make sure that this actually is a news event. So I just checked on investing.com and I don't see any news events. So if anybody knows where this candle is coming from, all this momentum, just put it in the comments. But that's it for today's video. I will see you guys next time.